Hey guys, welcome to my channel. We're gonna be learning how to play Believer by Imagine Dragons. It was arranged by me and I'm gonna be teaching you how to play it. Okay, so before we start, I'm gonna say string and fret number only using numbers. For example, if I say 1 1, then we are on the first fret and first string, like here, right? If I say 4 3, for example, string number 4 and fret number 3. So first number mean string number and second number mean fret number. We need a capo to play this song, but if you don't have a capo, don't worry, you can play it right here and then you can just transpose this song using a capo when you get one, right? So we are putting our capo on first fret, checking if all strings sound nice. In this song we're gonna use only 3 chords. First one is gonna be A minor, and then we have again A minor, and then we have F, and then we have E, right? And these chords are gonna repeat for the whole song. But for the F chord we are not gonna hold barré because I don't like barrés too, and I decided to play it this way. Remember the bass notes of the chords. On A minor it's this open 5th string, on F we have 6 1, and on the E we have just open string number 6, and it's gonna repeat for the whole song. Right, so intro goes like this. Right, so what we're doing is, we're gonna hold E minor chord before we start because we're gonna need this in the verse part. So we're holding E minor chord. You're gonna be seeing chord diagram somewhere here. This is basic E minor, your middle finger on 4 2, your ring finger on 3 2, and your index finger on 2 1, and it sounds like this. Right, first thing that we need to do is we have to do this thing. This is you picking 5th string, open 5th string with your thumb, and at the same time you need to hit somewhere around here with your this thing, right? So at the same time, like this, you're just moving your hand like this, so you're hitting with this, right? We're gonna use this technique over and over, and I think you need to know this technique if you want to play a fingerstyle, and this song is actually really good to train this thing. Right, so after this we come in here. So what we're doing is, after this you're hitting here with your thumb like this to make this sound. So, and then we're gonna slap. Slapping is just doing this thing on strings like this, right? So, right, and then we're gonna hit 4 times with our hand like this. So, and then again hit with a thumb and slap. So, and then we're gonna repeat 3 times this one. So first we have this, and then 1 2 3 4, repeat 1 2 3 4, repeat 1 2 3 4, and the last thing is we just hitting with our thumb here. So, right, remember the last thing. And then we come into the verse 1, and this is gonna be part 1. I'm gonna play it to you. So we keep holding our E minor from the intro, and then we come into the verse after this sound. And then we're gonna move to the next chord. So we're picking strings number 5, 4, and 3 together. And at the same time, we need to hit our guitar with this part of our hand, like this. Try to do it like at the same time. You're gonna learn that it took me 10 to 20 minutes of training, and you're gonna learn it too. So yeah, so we're picking this, and then we're picking open first string and then third string. So, and then we need to put our pinky on 2, 3 like this, and then we're gonna slap. Slap is basic technique. You're just making this thing right here. You need to hit upper strings with your thumb like this, so you kind of make a slap sound. At the same time, you need to hit lower strings with your middle or index finger like this. You're kind of making this thing. So what we have is, right? You guys are gonna hit other strings, but don't worry because we are in the right tonality. So next thing is we're gonna make this thing, which is you're picking second string and then making a pull off. Pull off is you just pulling off your finger from 3 to 1 on second fret, like this. So we have, we're moving to the next chord, which is A minor 2, and then we're doing this thing. So what we're doing is after pull off, we putting our pinky again and picking strings number 5 and 2, and then picking second string again, open first string, and then slap and try to touch second string with our pinky. So, and then we releasing our pinky, picking second string again. We have our index finger on 2, 1 because we're holding A minor, so we're picking this string, and then we're picking string number 3, releasing our ring finger and picking this string again, so like this. So first 2 chords are this, right? And then we move into the F chord. We basically need to put our thumb over like this and hold first fret on string number 6. So we have this bass note of F. At the same time, we're putting our ring finger again. So we have like A minor thing right here, right? Or you can just release your middle finger and put it like here too. And we're gonna play this thing. So this is the same thing as we did on first chord, but we just changing our bass note, which is here is 6-1. First thing is you need to pick strings number 6 and 4 together, and at the same time do again this thing, and then picking string number 1, string number 3, and then you need to put your pinky on 3rd fret of 2nd string and make a slap as we did on the first chord. So this is basically the same thing as we did on first chord, but we're just changing first picking, right? And after the slap, you need to pick 2nd string again and then make a pull off from 3 to 1. So what we have is, and remember doing this bass thing. We are gonna do this thing all the time when we are hitting our bass notes, upper notes, right? So, right? And then we are moving to the E chord, and we're just gonna release our thumb here and picking strings number 6 and 3 together, and you're doing this thing again, and then 2nd string again, 3rd string, slap, release your pinky, pick string number 2, pick string number 3, release your ring finger, and then pick string number 3 again. So we have, right? So the first 4 chords are this. Right, we're moving to the next bar, which is gonna be like this. So first we are holding our A minor again, which is this chord. You probably remember because we did this on the previous section. So we are picking string number 5, 4, and 3 together. And at the same time we're doing this thing. Picking string number 2, right? So, and then we're doing this thing. This is you just holding 3 strings together, strings number 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter with what finger, just pick any finger that you prefer. I do it with my middle finger, and then after holding first fret on lower 3 strings, I'm picking lower 3 strings like this, and then making a slide to the 5th fret. So we have. Okay, we're moving to the next chord, which is A minor 2, and we're doing this. You're just strumming down on A minor from 5th fret, right? So we have this. Try to strum with your nail. I don't have a nail, but I try to use it, so it kind of make more brighter sounds, right? So we have. And then we're gonna do this. So we left with this position, which is A, and then we're gonna pick first string, just open first string, put your pinky on 3rd fret, and then make this. So this is you picking 2nd string, sliding to the 4th fret, and then coming back to the 3rd fret again with a slide. And then you're releasing your pinky and putting your index finger on 1st fret of 2nd string, like this. Picking this string, so 2nd string. Putting your middle finger on 3, 2, and picking string number 3. Releasing your middle finger and picking this string again. So. Right. So from the beginning we have. We are moving to the F chord. You need to put your thumb over to the 1st fret of 6th string, and then also you're putting your middle finger on 2nd fret of 3rd string. You're picking strings number 6 and 3 together, and then string number 2 with your index finger on 1st fret, and then you quickly need to move here. So this is a 5th fret of 1st string with your pinky. Pick that string, and then we're doing this. So we did this, right? And I'm expecting from you that you know the D chord that we're doing is here. This is basic chord, but we are gonna do that. We're gonna make that chord on this position, which is 2 frets up, like this, right? So after the pinky, we're putting our D chord, but 2 frets up, and this is gonna be our index finger on 3, 4, our ring finger on 2, 5, and our middle finger on 1, 4. And then we're gonna do finger roll. Finger roll is this. You're kind of picking strings one by one. First string is gonna be string number 6 with our thumb, and then with your index, middle, and ring finger, lower 3 strings, which is 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So we're picking this string one by one, 6, 3, 2, 1, and kind of more faster, right? So what we have is this. And then you're doing a slap, but without touching any string, just like this, right? You're just kind of muting all the strings. So what we have is this. Remember that we need to make this thing on our F chord too. On E, we don't need to do that because we're doing a finger roll. Right, we're moving to the second part of verse 1, and it goes like this. So, as you noticed, we're doing everything the same except for the last thing. In the previous part, we did this, but in this time, we are just gonna hold after the pinky. We're holding 1-4 with the middle finger and then doing the harmonics. Quick tutorial to harmonics. First, I'm gonna show it without a capo. So we have harmonics. When you mute strings like this, right? You're just touching string without pressing it down or hovering over with your finger like this, right? So you just barely touch string and it kind of becomes muted. But when you place it over 12th frets metal, kind of make harmonics. You can make that on 7th fret too and on 5th fret too. And for the all strings. Right, and also we can make harmonics like this. So all you're doing is you're barely touching with your index finger a string and picking with your thumb like this. And after the pick, you need to immediately release your pinky so harmonics kind of makes bright sound. Right, so this harmonics called natural harmonics, and also we can have artificial harmonics, which is like this. I'm holding 3rd fret on 1st string, and in this case our 12th fret is moving right here too, 3 frets up, and we can make harmonic 2 but with a more higher sound, right? And this is called artificial harmonics. So in our song we have capo on 1st fret. When I'm holding 4th fret, our 12th fret when we have a capo on 1st fret is right here, right? And when I'm holding 4th fret, it kind of moves from here 1 2 1 2 3 4 right here, and we need to make harmonic sound right here. So after this, right, making a harmonic here, and then slap. I'm gonna show second half of part 2 of our verse. And then slap. And the last thing that we need to do in this part is this thing, because we need this on the next part, which is gonna be pre-chorus. So you're holding A minor and picking string number 3 3 times. 1 2 3, right? So we're moving to the pre-chorus, and it goes like this. I'm gonna start by playing 3 times this thing, right? So we're going like this. So what we're doing is we're holding A minor and we're doing this, right? 3 times. And then after that we are gonna pick our bass note, which is string number 5, and our string number 3 together. So here we're just gonna pick one string. After the bass note we're just gonna pick one string, but you need to feel the rhythm. So 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. You picking this 1 2, and then again string number 3 twice, 1 2, and then on 3 you need to make a slap touching these 2 strings, which is strings number 2 and 3. So 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3, and then we're gonna repeat this. So 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3, and then we're picking 3 times string number 3 again, 1 2 3, And then we're gonna move to the F chord. We're just gonna put our thumb on 6-1 like this, and then we're gonna do this. Right? So we left with this. And then we're gonna pick strings number 6 and 2. And then string number 2 again. So 1, 2, right? And then 1, 2, slap. We're still holding this position. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we move into the E chord. And then we're just gonna release everything and do this. I suggest you doing this way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then again 1, 2, 3, and then we need to slap 1, 1, and then again 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So what we have from F is this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I suggest you picking this string with your 2 fingers like this. Right, and if you add some speed right here, it's gonna sound like this from the beginning. And then we come into the next part, which goes like this. So what we did is first 3 chords exactly the same. So A minor is like this. And then F. And then we come into the E, but this time we're not gonna pick it like several times, just 1, 2, right? So we have this string number 6 and 2, and then string number 2 again. A little bit pause, and then we're doing harmonics on 12th fret, like this. You're just gonna hold any finger over the 12th fret metal, like this, on the lower 2 strings, and then pick lower 2 strings like this. Right, I hope you got that. So we come into the chorus and it goes like this. Right, and then we're gonna repeat this one more. So first thing is we just holding our A minor again, and then we're gonna pick these 3 strings together with a bass like this, and then we're gonna strum down. I like to use these 3 fingers to strum like this, and then we'll move into this position. This is basically, remember that we did this, right? So we're just gonna hold this position, which is index finger on strings number 1, 2, 3, and it's on 5th fret. And also we are adding our pinky on 8th fret of 1st string, just like this, right? And then we're gonna do this. So you need to pick string number 5, 3, 2, 1 together. And then you picking lower 3 strings together and make a slide with your pinky from 8 to 7. And then you need to release your pinky and just pick lower 3 strings together. So make a slap and then repeat the last thing that we did like this. So we have, but this time you don't need to release your pinky and pick this. So we have, right, and then we'll move in here like this. This is your index finger on 4, 3, your ring finger on 2, 5, and your pinky on 1, 5, like this, right? And it goes like this. So we are in this position. We're picking strings number 4, 2, 1 together, and then we need to move here and hold 8th fret with our pinky and pick this first string. So, and then slapping, and then we're coming again to this position, doing finger roll on same strings, which is 4, 2, 1, right? So finger roll, and then we're doing slide with our pinky to 8th fret. So it goes like this. And then immediately we are gonna put our pinky and our ring finger on 9th fret of 2nd and 3rd string. And we're picking strings number 6, 3 and 2 together. And then only strings number 3 and 2. And then slap. So what we have is don't forget to do basses when we're picking our bass notes. So from the beginning we have this with a bass, strum down, come in here, come in here. First we're picking this with a bass, come in here, slapping, finger roll without a bass, and then slide, and then come into E chord and doing this. So on the first thing we doing bass and then slap, and then we're gonna just repeat this one more time. And then we come into this part and it goes like this. So after this, we come in here, we putting our fingers like this, your index finger on 2, 1 and your pinky on 2, 3. We are on A minor chord, so we're picking this, our bass note, together with a string number 2, so it's strings number 5 and 2. We're doing this with a bass, and after that we gonna bend our 2nd string like this with our pinky. We're just pressing it down and then moving upwards like this, so right? So we have, and then you're coming back to this position and we're doing a slap and try to touch these strings, so right, and then we're doing this. You probably remember this from our verse. First you're picking open 1st string, and then together strings number 5 and 2, and remember that we're still holding this position with a bass. So releasing our pinky, picking 2nd string again with our index finger on 1st fret, and then putting our pinky again, and then picking this string and then open 1st string. So, and then we doing this thing. So it's 2nd string, release pinky, 2nd string, put your middle finger on 2nd fret of 3rd string, pick it, release your middle finger, and then pick that string again. So, right? So what we have is this. And then we'll move into the last 2 chords, which is F and E, right? And we're gonna kind of repeat it, but change only our bass notes. So this time we're doing this. So first we had only 2 A minor, so we picked only this string, right? String number 5. This time we are gonna put our thumb on 6, 1 and then do this. So we're picking strings number 6 and 2, bend, slap, and then same thing. But this time, after picking 1st string, we need to pick string number 2 with a string number 6 open. Before we did this, but but this time instead of 5th string we need to pick 6th string. So right, so what we have in this part is this. And then we're gonna repeat our first part again of our chorus like this. Right, so this is the end of our chorus. I'm gonna repeat all of that, so it goes like this. Right, and then we come into the verse number 2. Verse number 2 goes like this. This is the same thing as we did on first part of our verse 2. And we're gonna just do that thing, right? So verse 2 is kind of a first half of our verse 1. And we are gonna just do it one. Key thing is to remember we're doing this, right? For the last thing. And then we come into the pre-chorus number 2 and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. So it's a little bit different than our pre-chorus number 1, and it goes like this. We're holding our A minor. First 3 chords are exactly the same as we did on pre-chorus number 1. It goes like this. And then we come into the E. And before we did this, but this time we're not gonna do that. We are gonna do the same pattern as we did on first 3 chords, which means like this. Right? So it's we're just releasing our fingers and then picking string number 6 with a string number 2 and then string number 2 again. So 1, 2, and then again 1, 2, 3 with a slap. So after this, you need to immediately put A minor chord because we are going to second part, and before we move we need to do this, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? So we come into the pre-chorus 2 part 2 and it goes like this, and I'm gonna start with this. So what we're doing is we're starting with these 3 picks. And then we're picking our bass note, which is open string number 5 with a string number 2 together. And then we're picking twice string number 3. So, and then we're gonna kind of repeat it but without a bass note. So it's string number 2 and then 2 times string number 3. So, and then we're gonna slap and then pick string number 2 5 times, and with a counting it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? And then we're gonna repeat all of this thing again, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Now we're moving to the F chord. It goes like this. And its last thing is E chord. So what we're doing is first we need to put our thumb on 6-1 and then we're picking strings number 6 and 2 together, and then string number 2, so 1 2 slap, and then we need to pick twice string number 2, releasing our fingers, and we're moving to the E chord, and we're just doing this. So basically we having this, right? And then we're doing same harmonics as we did before. You're just putting your finger over the 12th fret of the lower 2 strings and picking them, right? So our pre-chorus 2 from the beginning. I'm sorry. Like this. And now we're moving to the chorus again. And then we're doing same thing as we do in the chorus. So it goes like this. Right? Now we are moving to the bridge, and it goes like this. So what we did is actually a second part of our verse 1, but this time we are not gonna use any percussion, which means this sounds or slaps, right? Before we picked these 3 strings, but this time we are just gonna pick these 2 strings, which is 5 and string number 3. So, but instead of a slap, we're just gonna pick string number 2 with our pinky on 3rd fret. So, and then keep doing the same thing, and then again instead of a slap, picking 2nd string, and then moving to the F, and again instead of a slap, just pick 2nd string. So, and then E, again just 2nd string without a slap, and then we come in here. So first thing is again we are not picking these 3 strings but only these 2, and it goes like this. And instead of sliding 3 strings, you need to slide with your pinky from 3rd fret to 5th fret, only 1st string, right? So we have this, and then come into A minor and strum down using your finger, because we're not trying to do it like bright. So instead of a nail, just like this with your finger, and then again without a slap, and then F, and then harmonics. And now we come into the pre-chorus number 3, and in this pre-chorus 3 we're basically doing pre-chorus 2 but the second half of it. So it goes like this. Right? You probably remember this. So you just holding your A minor, starting with 1 2 3, and then right, and we're doing until this moment, and then we come into the chorus. And this chorus actually has some different things, and I'm gonna show it to you. So we're just starting as we do our chorus. right, repeat this, same thing. And then here it goes like this. And here we have a little change on our F chord. I'm sorry, I mean on E chord. So we do an F chord, slap, and then on E minor, we're doing it without this and slap, so without a percussion. So it goes like this, right? And then we're gonna immediately mute strings just like this. So it goes. And then we are gonna miss these three strings, and we're just gonna start by, right? So you need to like have a little pause because before doing this drum. So it goes. And then same thing as we did before. And then here, this is the end, and you don't need to do a slap on ending here. So, and this is it. This is our tutorial. I hope you're gonna practice a lot and learn it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please consider supporting me on my Patreon page. There you can find full tutorial with tabs below, and it's gonna be awesome to learn it that way because it's gonna be much faster and easier to learn, right? So again, thanks for watching and see you in next videos. Goodbye.